Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here with us this morning. As you see, we're coming from Studio B in downtown Southport. Glad to be here. Only bad thing about Studio B, we don't have heat, but we do have some long sleeves on. A special guest to be with us right after we finish our weather, brought to us by Drew Pollard and Gulf Coast Air Conditioning and hard-working crew up here in Southport. It's going to be a nice day. It's 69 high, 53 low. Water temperature is still at 68 degrees at the end of the pier. Our river reading is brought to us by Mountain Dew. Get outdoors with Mountain Dew. The Apalachicola Brunstown, folks, is in great shape, 5.7, as is the Choctawhatchee at Caryville at a 4.3. Really good-looking river for the weekend if you want to get out and do some squirrel hunting or just do some special fishing up there in those creeks. The creek's going to be low now, so watch out for those sticks and all. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Today, December the 1st. Decent tides today, but look at this weekend at the tides. The low tide today is 4:15 and high tide tonight at 7 o'clock. We're going to have just a little bit of wind coming in the northeast at about 2. So really haven't had a lot of wind lately, and that big front blowing through, which we will have pretty soon. It'll come in pretty strong, but been some really nice cool mornings, a little bit of frost even down here on the coast. I know all you viewers up there inland have had some good frost, and I know a lot of folks enjoy seeing that. It's a sign of that winter is here. So we've got actually 21 days left officially before winter begins. All right, December 22nd. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with our special guest. Welcome back, and welcome to Drew Pollard. Good to see you again, buddy.
Good to see you.
Drew, you don't have to drive too far, do you?
No, just right down the street.
Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, and he's one of our good Lord sponsors, and more than that, he's a good man. And we're going to share some different things and all, and I'm so proud of Drew for starting business and doing so well, but he's one of those guys that sort of enjoys doing things for other folks, and
it's always good to give back.
I know, and a lot of times we don't have enough of that, and Drew, we're talking about this Christmas party.
Yes, sir.
We're just talking about off air, but let's talk about this little thing, the history of this little Christmas party.
So it all started, I moved to Southport with my office, and we had a grand opening, and there was so many people that showed up, so many friends, customers.
About a year or two ago?
This was 2 years, okay. 2 years ago, and I was like, man, we really need to turn this into something the next year. And so last year we had a big Christmas toy drive and a party, and we ate. We had a band, all kind of food, and we had over 75 children at Cherry Street Elementary School get 5 to 6 gifts each, and it really, I mean that's what it's about to me.
That's awesome.
Some kids don't get Christmas, and they're unfortunate, and that hits me deep.
That's cool. Now, so this one, we've got a poster right up here, Christmas Party Toy Drive. It's going to be next Saturday, December 11th, at Franklin Avenue. That's your address up here.
Yeah, at my shop, yes,
so
sir.
Y'all can just punch that in your little rangefinder. And please bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit children at Waller Elementary.
Yeah, we're doing Waller this year. My connection with Cherry Street was through the guidance counselor, and I have a connection with the guidance counselor at Waller. And a lot of those kids there, as we talked about, it's really unfortunate. And the biggest thing is y'all don't have to, come and stay, drop a toy off, 2 toys, a truckload of toys, and it really doesn't matter. It's just trying to help those kids there.
And what time would be going?
6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is when the little gig starts. But you can drop off toys anytime from now to the day of the party at my office. Right there in Southport, by Southport Elementary, and we'd gladly take any new unwrapped toy.
Yeah.
So
this is great, and we're talking about doing great things and all this. This is something we talked about, coming from the heart. Drew, we appreciate you doing that. And speaking of coming from the heart, we always talk about so many of us outdoorsmen and outdoors ladies, and have such a special relationship with our dogs. It's a lifetime experience with dogs, and I know you were the same way, and
Yes.
I saw you.
Yeah.
Tell us your story.
I just had to let one go. I had a 14-year-old chocolate lab, and I tell you, I think I love that dog more than I love my kids, you know, honestly, because they just go everywhere with you. That dog
they become part. I've got the pictures here. We're going to, let's see.
I spent a lot of time.
I got a series of pictures.
Yep.
Let's see. We're here. What was your dog's name?
That's Allie.
Okay.
Yep, she was a chocolate lab, and I tell you, that dog, and my friends will tell you, she went everywhere with me.
Everywhere with you.
Yeah,
and,
back in the good days.
She was a retriever too, wasn't she?
She was. She was a good duck dog. That's her. She's taking a nap in the boat before we started hunting.
Okay, that's a morning shot.
Yeah, morning.
Okay.
Yep, that's in Deer Point. One morning, just her and I went hunting.
Oh.
Yep, and that was her last day right there. We took and went down to the dock, and I took her on a boat ride, and we went to the old duck hole, and she was ready though. That's there in the bay, right there. And another duck blind picture.
I love your duck blind there.
Yep, that's her. I like that picture. My wife had bought that at a school charity event, and got her a bed, and boy, she was queen right there.
She was queen of the house.
Yep, that was her.
I love this picture here. That sort of tells how much love that she had for you.
Yep.
And
that's Jason Strickland. Both of them was taking a nap before the duck hunt.
What a great picture. So, and how old was she?
She was 14.
14
years old.
Goodness gracious.
You don't. Labs usually don't live, 10, 12 years, but we got 14 out of her, and I tell you, it was a good 14. My kids crawl all over her, and they just really loved her.
I know it was a sad day in your household. I know when you had to put her down.
When you have to do that, that's how it hurts.
And you can't, we always talk about that love and bond that a man has with a dog, and it's just something that if you haven't had, it's hard to explain.
It really is. I mean, you can't really explain it. Jenna, she just heartbroken, and it's just, man, it's hard to talk about. Honestly.
I know.
It gets you choked up.
You gonna plan to get another one anytime?
Yeah, we're looking at getting a Boykin Spaniel. So a little smaller breed. It's like a lab, and a good retriever. So, and those dogs are hot right now. That's like, a lot of people are getting those.
That's funny you say that. My son got one a couple years ago, but I had one of my best friends in high school had some, and we would go. Those are very intelligent dogs.
Yes,
they're very intelligent. Yeah. And I didn't know that breed that well until we went quail hunting several years back, and I started watching that dog, and we tell him about it. And he goes up to South Carolina and got his. And
that's where they originated.
That's where they originated.
Yeah, that's where they originated.
The Boykin, and I was so impressed with them.
They're a big ball of energy, they say.
Well, when you get them, let me know. Send us a picture. We'll say, here's a new pup. New Pollard household is expanding. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Sit here, Drew Pollard, the Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. We've been talking about a big Christmas party, toy drive to help some young people out that are misfortunate, and also talking about dogs. So we're going to go into the next subject. You're a consummate outdoorsman. I know you love to hunt and fish, and so this time of year, what have you been doing?
We've been deer hunting.
Deer hunting. Okay.
Yeah, the first 4 days, of gun season. We're over the Thanksgiving break, and it's always a big weekend for my family, and I know a lot of other families because they look forward to those first 4 days, and it's a big event.
So tell us about who all in your family and friends that hunt with y'all. Who all?
Well, we have a little hunting lease up in Bonifay, between Bonifay and Vernon, and it's just 3 of us on there. A couple buddies of mine, and they love hunting, fishing just like I do, and it's it turns into a family, on a lease like that, and you're talking, sending pictures, and trying to scout together and find that shooter buck. So,
do y'all eat up there and spend, or y'all just come back and forth?
No, usually what we do is on the weekend or whenever we hunt, we'll stay all day. We'll go up there, meet in the morning, and hunt, and then get out and go eat lunch, and then get back in the stand.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we got a series of pictures here you sent us, so let's talk about these. This first one here, what is it? Well, who do we have here?
That's Talon. That's my oldest boy. He shot a doe Sunday afternoon. That's his second deer. that he's ever shot, and the first one was a year to the day. Same stand, same afternoon, a year to the day. He shot another deer.
He better circle that number on the
Yeah,
calendar.
that's what I'm thinking. So,
all right.
that's Mark. It's a fellow on our lease, Mark Webb. Real good guy, real good hunter. He got him a doe Sunday morning.
You know, it's so important to get does out.
You got to get those does out,
yes, sir.
you know, because if you don't get the does out, those bucks ain't got to come out of the woods.
All the bollards that I've talked to have said the same thing.
But the old school guys will tell you, we don't shoot does. We don't shoot does. And, you know, I don't wipe them out, but you got to shoot a couple.
Yeah,
you know?
we do. What about this crew here? It's a motley looking crew.
Yeah, it's a motley crew there. That we went to Maryland. We go to Maryland every year.
Maryland?
Yep, we go to Maryland every year, and we hunt the city.
I never heard anybody hunting in Maryland.
Yep, Maryland. A lot of people don't tell nobody.
Okay.
But a lot of people don't know that.
In Maryland?
In Maryland.
Outside of Baltimore?
Yeah, just north of Baltimore in the city. So what we'll do is we'll go in neighborhoods and knock on people's doors and hunt in their backyard. There's a lot of state ground up there, a lot of state ground.
Yeah.
And, you know, where there's not state ground, it's houses and neighborhoods. So those deer, you know, they get pushed up in those neighborhoods. And it's, I mean, it's...
Are you serious? No way.
Dead serious. I'm serious. It's going to be... So, like, the Seek One Outdoors guys and stuff, you know, and then there used to be a show, Urban Deer Management. That's what they're doing. They're hunting in the cities. You know, that was in New York. Those guys were in, so a TV show. But that's
okay. So who's it?
That's you see Bubba there, Bubba Benninger. He's
Bubba.
Outdoor ed. That's Alan Hood. Remember Alan Hood?
Alan Hood.
Yep. And this fella here, that's Jason Burkett. He lives in Pennsylvania. He watches your show every single morning.
In Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania.
That's where Jeff's from. What part of Pennsylvania?
Right above Maryland. It's
you know where that is?
Hindman, PA is where he's from. Right above Cumberland, Maryland.
Well, special good morning to you.
Yep, he'll be excited about that. He comes down about once every couple of years, and he said, "I want to go fishing with that Winston." He seems like he knows what he's doing.
Well, I talk a good game. I promise.
So, but he's a really, really good friend of ours, and he's a heck of an outdoorsman.
That's great. Okay. Wait, how'd you meet up with him?
He's friends with Bubba, so he was good friends with Bubba's cousin, and we just kind of hit it off.
Isn't it funny how you get a network of outdoorsmen and it just spread out through the country and boom, you get that bond.
Yeah, Bubba and Alan, they're in Texas, I'm in Florida, and he's in PA, and we meet, you know, at least once or twice a year to do some kind of hunting.
I love that.
So
okay,
that's Mr. Burkett. He shot a buck there right in the neighborhood, you know? And it's crazy. The deer they just
what kind of guns y'all shoot?
Bow. It's bow only.
It's bow only.
Bow only.
Okay,
that's the deal. It's bow only. So we have it's a lot of fun.
That is neat.
It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of deer up there.
That is something. Oh, okay.
That see, I shot that deer. I was in Illinois with Jeffrey. We went up hunting on a farm and got one with a bow. I shot this deer in a old homestead. So there was a cornfield, standing corn, on three sides, and a bean field on the other side, and like a 1.5 acre old homestead where it was growed up, and the deer just come through there, and it was crazy. And I you know, sat there and got lucky, and that was my first Illinois buck. So,
you know, funny you talked about, we were talking last week. I forgot, maybe Daniel Cole. He wanted me to ask the FWC biologist why deer sort of migrate to old homesteads. But I found over the years, looking back, I found that true.
Yeah, they do, and I don't know if it's just the grass. Maybe there was cows there or some kind of livestock over time, and it's just the grass is so fertile. Because that's what he did. He just come in there and was eating, or they just feel safe, you know, because the way
I think I think exactly what it is. I think at one time there was food like the old fruit trees or something they had. Maybe shoots came off it, or also the safety factor of it too. So I'm gonna ask the biologist what that is. Okay, let's see. We got one more. We'll go to fish. I tell you what. Why don't we'll take a break and we'll talk. We got some good fishing pictures coming up. So let's take our final break and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Sitting here having a great show with Drew Pollard and Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, and we're gonna, before we get back to Drew, a couple things. Yesterday when I showed the guys that won the 2 on raffle tickets, that won 2 guns this past month in Crime Stoppers raffle that watched the show, and ended up winning twice. Two different people
Really?
won 2 guns.
Oh, man.
John Buffman was the first one, but the one I talked about yesterday, I didn't mention the name. H.C. Slay up in Bonifay. H.C. and Barbara Slay, he won his 2nd gun. So two of our viewers won 2 guns.
That's awesome.
So next year, they only sell 1,000 tickets.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna buy more next year. But I want to, when I said Drew's a kind of giving kind of person, and I wasn't trying to build him up or anything. I've known him a long time. He just has that heart to give, and that's why he's such a good small business owner, because of the kind of person he is. But first thing, look here what he brought me this morning, folks. That right there, I'll be fishing with that. This is, and he got the name Gulf Coast Air Conditioning. Brought me a cap this morning, and check this out. Look here. So thank you very much.
Get you decked out.
Thank you very much.
Next thing you know, you'll be an attic working.
That is cool. Oh, by the way, what's going on with air conditioning and heat and everything? Everybody need to check what's going on.
Yeah, so now's the time of year it's starting to get from using your AC to going to your heat. So again, we'll run a special for the Panhandle team only, $75. Call us, we'll come out, we'll check your heat strips, make sure everything is good, check your heater, make sure it's working great, because you don't want to get caught when it's really, really cold outside with no heat. You can't open the windows and warm up whenever it's cold outside.
That is so true, and I promise you, we'll have some cold weather coming in sometime.
It's cold. It's cold today.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool now.
But the problem is dust gets built up on those heat strips,
okay.
and a lot of people will turn them on for the first time, and the house will fill up with smoke. Well, the first thing they do, they think the house is on fire.
Yeah.
But call us, we'll come through, we'll service that, we'll get them burned off, make sure everything's safe, and we'll get you taken care of.
Oh, cool.
And I want to give a shout out to Winston. I tell you, he's got a huge following. Ever since we come aboard, it's really, really, get all kind of phone calls from all over, wanting us to come out and service their units. And the first thing they say, hey, if Winston likes you, we like you. So I want to say thank you, and I want to, let you know that you really do make a difference in our community, and I appreciate it, because you don't see that very often anymore.
You're gonna make me blush. I'm very humble and very thankful.
Yes,
we're talking about small business and good people. We're talking about you, the viewers, and we're talking about off air how this community, the Panhandle community.
I tell you, you really have an impact. I don't think you realize the impact and the following that you have, and it means a lot to me, and even the younger generation, they got somebody to look up to.
Well, thank you so much. Yes. You're going to embarrass me. Nah. I couldn't do it without that man right by there, Jeff Peck, and the lady by the name of Gail Gregory Chester. They keep me going. So thank you very much, Drew. Appreciate it. Talking about some pictures of fishing. What's this one here?
We went down to Disney, and of course, we had to get on one of those fishing trips. And Talon and I, we went fishing on a little guided boat around those Disney ponds, and almost a 7-pounder he caught right there underneath one of those docks.
Now, if you're giving me 10 guesses on where that was, Disney would have been in the top 10.
Yep. So he probably caught 15, 20 fish that morning, and just flipping live shiners.
I know you had a ball.
Yeah, he had a blast. Boy, he thought he was a bass master.
You do some things that are really, I wouldn't say off the wall, but you go deer hunt in Maryland and bass fish at Disney. Yep. That's not everyday outdoorsman. That's funny. What about this group of guys right here?
That's another motley crew. That's a turkey trip from the spring that we did out in Texas, and
man.
A lot of those guys you taught.
Yeah.
And we if you get a chance to go turkey hunting in Texas, go turkey hunting. It's on another level.
Oh, that's cool.
That's Talon and Hayes. They caught a big old brim off the dock there, right here in Deer Point Lake in Southport, and
that's a nice one.
Yeah, we got a feeder up, so keep them close.
Oh, that's cool. A big old smile on the face.
Yeah. That's another one that he caught. That's his little fishing guide down in Disney. It's I tell you, that's fun. It was fun.
I can't get over. You called up a guy. I want to go fishing in Central Florida. The guy says, "Well, I fish at Disney." Yeah. I can see that happen.
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm going back to Disney is to go fishing.
Okay.
So, Talon got him a dove there in dove season.
Oh, so he's going to be a true outdoorsman.
He is. I tell you, he's a sharpshooter. He's enjoying it, which I'm really thankful for.
That's cool.
Another motley crew, turkey hunters.
Okay, and then let's. We got about a minute or two left. We just started talking about the beginning of the show. This toy drive you're going to be doing next Saturday, December 11th.
Yeah, anything. Any kind of small toys, big toys, footballs, basketballs. I mean, these kids, they don't have anything. So anything you can afford to bring and drop by, you know, it's really, really great. And I appreciate it very, very much because, like I said, a lot of these kids, they don't have a Christmas. And that you know, like Winston said, you know, the kids are important these days.
Yes, sir. And everything, and what a lot of them need, I've been around kids my whole life, and what a lot of them need is just something simple. It's called love.
Just simple, a car. You know, they don't have nothing to play in the dirt with. You know, like we did growing up.
I know.
And it really means anything. And I also want to say, if any guidance counselors, we're looking for a school to do next year. This is going to be a continuous thing year after year. And hopefully it gets bigger and bigger, and maybe one day we can do 2 schools at Christmas, you know, and I really want this to grow. So get with my office if you're a guidance counselor or know of a school, and we'd really appreciate it.
That's awesome. We're talking about, you know, Christmas, always giving things at Christmas. Here's a great example. We're so proud of you, Drew. Yeah. We got to start wrapping things up. What's your next hunt trip coming up?
Well, we're just going to hunt here around the house, and then we talked about going on a New Mexico turkey hunt, getting a Merriam. So next year in April. So that may be in the national forest. So that might be interesting.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. So
that'll be fun.
Hopefully we want to get some good pictures of that.
Yeah, we'll keep it covered, and we'll get some reports and all.
Yeah.
Well, Drew, thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you and your family.
And I'll see you next Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. We appreciate the viewership so much, and do something good for your fellow man today, and God bless.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.